Hello, and thank you for stopping by. Today I'm working on this GE dryer that won't turn on or spin, and I'm going to show you an easy fix for this. The reason I'm saying this is an easy fix, well, I'm assuming it's an easy fix because about 5 years ago I had another dryer that had similar symptoms to this one. You turn it on, you hear it hum, but it doesn't spin. So I'm going to show you how to take it apart and what I have to do to get it to work again. So let me go get some tools and get into this dryer. Follow me. All right, I got my tools, and before we get started, we want to unplug this dryer. I just want to show you what it does. You can hear that motor humming, but the tub isn't turning. And another thing, while I have it out, I'm going to clean this vent pipe. This vent should be cleaned. Actually, should be done on an annual basis. These vents, you got to be careful with. You get enough lint piled up in here, it could start a fire. So I'm going to pull this out, unplug it, and then we'll begin. Okay, I have it unplugged, and I have the vent pipe disconnected, and you can see what's in this pipe over here. Oof, this is bad. You can see what's down in there. Now, this is a short pipe. They do have a brush that you can get. I'll see if I can find the link. I'll put it down below where you can put it on your drill. It's a long brush, and it cleans this out. Now, to get this cover off, it looks like on this one here, I have to take these screws off the top on the control panel first. Sometimes I believe these pop off and there's screws in here. I'm not sure. The first time I'm taking this one apart. Now you can see this lid. This had a little bit of rust on it. It was bubbling up. I let it go. I was supposed to paint this over a year ago, and I let it go, so now I have no excuse. When I take this apart, this lid will be coming outside. I'll be sanding it down, painting it, and they do have enamel paint if you have a unit that you want to keep in nice shape. It's a hard enamel made especially for appliances. I also have a link for that down below. But for now, I'm getting back to taking this apart. These are Torx screws over here, and I have this Torx screwdriver. If you don't have one, I suggest that you pick up a set of these at Home Freight. I work on small engines, and this channel originally started as a small engine repair channel, and I'm trying to get back to that, but every time I go to touch something, these little jobs around the house pop up. But if you don't work on small engines, you don't need something this long. A set of these, they come in a 3-pack. I think I paid $6, $8 for them. They're worth to have in your toolbox. They'll always come in handy. With these Allen wrenches, you're back to the repair. I don't have a quick way of mounting this camera up in here. I'm in real tight quarters. So I'm just going to put this camera down, take these screws off, and show you step by step as I go. All right, I have the 4 screws out. Once you have the screws out, it looks like this. Hinges. This pops off. Okay, I'm where I want to be. Let me slide this back. Like I said, I don't have any room to work in here. You have the wall where this goes in. You have the door, and there's not much room in between. One thing nice about the dryers, they're lightweight and easy to move. And you have, and all these dryers and washers, they always have a wire schematic in the back. Just to let you know, if you never worked on one before. Okay, this comes off. Pull that out. Now on some of these, you have to use a putty knife to push them in. There's clips where you would push in. This one just lifted right off. Okay. They all have different configurations. They're almost the same, but not quite. Now, a lot of times when your barrel doesn't spin, oh, this broke. I thought it was something else. It's a broken belt. Okay. It's not what I thought it was. I heard that motor humming, and I thought for sure it was going to be a lint pile up in there. That's what it was the last time. So this is the problem I have. I have to order this belt right here. Okay. And you can see this belt when you put it on. The groove side goes onto the barrel. But while I'm in here, I have to go online now and order this belt. I have that Amazon Prime. It takes 2 days to get a delivery. And if you don't have Amazon Prime, I do have a link in the description down below where you could try it free for 30 days. Give them your credit card number. Before 30 days is up, you cancel it out, and there's no fee for it. I'm just looking around. Okay, I see these. Let me get this camera in here. There's this. Where is it? Right there. There's a Phillips screw over here and one on the other side. I'm gonna pull these screws out to get this plate, this front cover off. While I'm in here, I want to check the lint. There's the lint trap over here. Let's see. That catches the lint. So you can see how much lint is over here. I'm sure down below it's loaded. I don't know why they don't make these with a panel that opens up so you could clean it out. Well, then again, if you kept them going, you wouldn't buy a new one. So I'm going to take these screws off, take this cover out, and see what we have. Be right back. All right, I have those 2 screws out, and if you see over here, I'm trying to get this camera in here. It looks like these are clips. It looks like this has to be lifted up and pulled out. Now, this barrel or drum is connected in the back, and I noticed from when I pulled the other one apart, I didn't take it apart the way I did now. I just got a crowbar and ripped into it, and I destroyed it. That's the only reason I didn't use it again, because I really thought it was done for. But I got a little warm here. You want to be careful also. These edges are sharp. These edges are sharp. There's a axle that goes in from the drum into a bearing, and the rest of it just goes around this plastic ridge over here. And these are replaceable too, if ever they crack. So I'm going to lift this up. Oh, it came right out on that side. Comes right out. Okay. Alright. You have your wires connected down here. Oh boy, look at this. Now, this is the inside of the dryer. It blows through here, and this lint trap is supposed to catch it on the other side to keep it from coming out here. Here's your blower fan. This is what I thought was done the last time. The humming sound the same. So look at this that got past. This is what got past this filter. And unless you came in and took one of these apart, let me get a light down here. Yeah, now you can see what's going on. Unless you came in and took one of these apart, you wouldn't know it. And the only reason I know it, like I said, that previous one I had, when I took it apart just for YouTube, just for I took it apart just out of curiosity, and that's when I found all this lint. And the last one, I'm holding the camera and trying to show you here, the last one behind this motor, this was so caked up that the motor didn't spin. When I took it apart, I hot wired the motor and spun freely, and there was nothing wrong with that dryer at all. But at that point I destroyed it, so there was nothing I could do. So I'm going to clean this out, and I'm going to pull this drum out to see what's back here. This drum should come right out. Famous last words. It should come right out. Let's see. No problem. Let's see what we have here. Okay, I'm doing something wrong. There you go. The lip of the drum is slightly wider than the cabinet. It gets out. Whew. All right, we got a mess in here. This is what we got. This drum is a little wider than the cabinet. So I guess if you're pulling this drum out, you should take it apart from the back or take at least one of these other panels off on the side. But this is what you have. Get this light to hang steady. Here we go. You have your motor connected to your blower. The blower sucks and it goes out the back. This is probably all caked up in here also. But the last one I was talking about, what I really thought it was this time, right back, am I getting this? Right back in here, I took this apart, was caked. This dust, lint, whatever you want to call it, was just caked in there where this couldn't move at all. And you can see this is pretty messy back in here also. This all gets by that filter. Look at this. Okay. Now, if ever you have your dryer where it's turning but it's not heating up, these are the heating coils right around here. These are very easy to replace. I did replace them once. As a matter of fact, I had one go out on me one time and I didn't even replace it. I was able to just splice it together and it worked fine for years. Okay, and the shaft for the barrel goes into here. There's a bearing in this hole. So for now, the only thing that I can do until that belt comes in is clean this out. I'm gonna get my shop vac. I'm gonna suck this off. I'm gonna open this up in here too to see what's in here while I have the vac. Okay, let me see. Yep, the screws are over here to get this piece off. So I'll be taking this off, cleaning this out, cleaning this all up over here. I don't see any place where you can lubricate it. This is the tension for the belt. When the belt goes on, let's see how it should go. It would go around the barrel. The flat spot would be on here. The rib side would be on here. Let's see, how would that go? Like, would it go this way? Yeah, that doesn't look. Oh, it would come this way, I would think. It would come around the barrel this way. That would give it the tension, I believe. No. Which way is the tension? Well, I'll have to figure that out when I get to it. It's either going to come around this way or it's going to come around this way to put the tension on that belt. Well, that's it for now. I should be able to get that belt in 2 days. And I'm going to do this video in 2 parts. This will be part 1. And part 2 will be the installation of the belt. So for now, that's a wrap. If you found this video useful so far, post your comments down below. Give it a like. If you have any questions, post them down below. I'll answer to the best of my ability. Again, I'm not a tech, just a guy that's at home with time on his hands, saving a few dollars. Hope you found this useful, and until later, stay warm and be safe.